Hello, dear Pisces. It's me, your tarot reader, Angelica. I present to you the forecast for the first half of 2025. Before we start the forecast, little Pisces, I'll be honest, the new YouTube rules don't favor channels that don't have subscriptions. So, I ask you subscribe to the channel Tarot of Life. Subscribe, I'm really trying for you. It's very important for me to see that my efforts are not in vain. Well then, let's get started. Let's see what will be most important for you exactly in the first half of 2025. Next, let's take a look at this same deck. What new things will enter your life in the first half of 2025? And with this same deck, let's see what will stand out for you in the first half of 2025. Next, let's look at another deck to see what surprises await you in the first half of 2025. And with this same deck, let's see if you will have any difficulties. Difficulties. In the first half of 2025, so now I will also lay out your zodiac sign here. So, here's another deck that will show what will bring you joy throughout the first half of 2025. So, let's get started. The first card shows what will be most important for you in the first half of 2025. You have drawn the Two of Wands. This card indicates that it's time to start making plans for the future. And the Two of Wands is a card that is very practical. It indicates that the first half of 2025 will be a time for you to spend your energy on implementation, on thinking through specific steps, to realize your plans and taking concrete actions. What options will be very relevant for you? And simply choose or perhaps what you can do. In the first half of 2025, think about where you're headed, what you're focused on, what results you want to see, and what you're striving for. So, before you start moving forward, you need to clearly envision your desires and clearly express your wish to expand your influence. The Two of Wands. This card also represents leadership, opportunities, and expansion. So, this is a card that indicates that opportunities will arise to enhance your authority, showcase yourself in new ventures, and expand your influence. And you definitely have some interesting ideas judging by the cards that you may have been nurturing for a while now. And now you need to think carefully about how to best start implementing these ideas in 2025. Reflect, plan, and assess your potential and ideas. When you'll be able to take time for reflection, for planning, and for assessing both your potential and the prospects of your ideas, your opportunities, and how to do this best. Two of Wands 2025 new. The Wand says that the first half of 2025 is a time to go beyond the usual in your life. And this is a time for new plans and new areas of activity, and accordingly. The Two of Wands speaks of your great ambitions, of your high goals, but before realizing your great ambitions and goals, you need to assess your strengths. Can you weigh pros and cons, assess capabilities, and understand required investments and efforts? What is most important? Because essentially, you are still at the beginning of this long journey to realize your big ambitions. So what will be the most important thing? And that's what is to evaluate your achievements and aim for new goals. This is a time for planning and prioritizing. To aim for new horizons and to expand your horizons. So basically, this is a time for your plans and, of course, for choosing priority areas for implementing those plans. And we can also add here, it's about the search for new opportunities. Well, let's see what new things will come into your life in the first half of 2025. The Queen of Wands. Another card, the Wands. And indeed, the Queen of Wands always speaks about ideas that inspire you, that fill you with optimism and enthusiasm. Isn't that what the Two of Wands is talking about? Yes, of course, it's about new opportunities, new ideas, and you are very engaged with these ideas. So I would say this briefly. What new things will come in, and you will feel confident. You will have a strong life position. So you will draw attention to yourself, and you will also, in a subtle manner, spread your influence in a way that is both effective and efficient while confidently pursuing your goals. We can also say about the Queen of Wands that there will be a huge desire for independence and to elevate your social status, but it's not just about the desire. There are also the opportunities to achieve all of this. Will this resonate more with someone here? Maybe it's about how to get into entrepreneurship, implement your idea, launch some new projects, start a business, and take a very active stance in realizing your ideas. For some, the Queen of Wands can be repaid as help, acquaintance, interaction with such a Queen of Wands. This woman is powerful, charismatic, and self-confident with opportunities and status. She could be your business partner or offer protection, advice, or help. Opportunities will arise to build your career and increase your income, or a person who will at least give you advice or help you in some way. We can also talk here about the fact that there will be opportunities to build your career and further increase your financial income. What's new? You'll set the tone, express yourself vividly and passionately. That's what you will be setting the tone for. Express yourself and be passionate about an idea or endeavor. The Queen of Wands is not just about work without results. To some important idea or significant endeavor that you will dedicate yourself to completely and fully. But the Queen of Wands is more than just working tirelessly without results. Results come when you're noticed, ambitious, independent, and successful. Results come when you're in the spotlight, with everyone paying attention, when you have ambitions, independence, opportunities, success, and an active social life. And you have independence and opportunities when you have success. And of course, a very active social life, along with the energy and strength to achieve everything you think about, plan, and want to realize. So I would say that the first half of 2025 will be very eventful for you. Let's see what else is in the third card. What will stand out to you in the first half of 2025? And another queen, the Queen of Swords. And I would say it this way. Yes, this is another queen. Here there might be an acquaintance with the Queen of Swords, meaning a woman who is smart and insightful. It might be an interaction or a consultation with such a Queen of Swords. But rather, in this combination of cards, I would say that what will stand out in particular, and you will be engaged in this very planning, it's not just about thinking about something and diving in without a plan. Plan your future by weighing pros and cons carefully, calculating everything down to the smallest, so to speak, nuances, weighing all the pros and cons of your options, writing out a specific business plan. And this is also a period of very calm, collected, and unemotional reflection and planning for your future. I would also add that this period will require both self-discipline and clear, well-thought-out actions from you. And judging by the cards, you are ready for this, you are striving for it, and it will be beneficial for you just like how we started. Calculating, thoughtfulness, and weighing your strengths will give you the opportunity to realize your ideas and satisfy your ambitions. Well then, let's see what's next. What surprises await you in the first half of 2025? Well, if we talk about your venture, the Seven of Wands suggests it will be unexpected. You will have to defend your place in the sun. You will indeed have to defend your place in the sun, and maybe, perhaps, that's why you'll indeed need that kind of careful thoughtfulness in your actions and careful consideration when weighing your possibilities and options. Seven of Wands shows you have chances to win in competition. You have the resources to come out as winners in the competitive struggle. And yes, the surprise for you is the competitive struggle. That's quite likely. You will need to actively defend your place in the sun, your business, or your idea. But as I said, you will succeed. Absolutely everything will work out for you. And I'm not just saying this for no reason. To encourage you that you will succeed. The Seven of Wands speaks about this. It indicates that you have the strength to fend off, let's say, any attacks from competitors because you have a more advantageous position and you possess competitive advantages in front of those people who want to knock you off your occupied positions. And of course, I would also say that allies will be important for you, and you will have allies. You have two queens. One queen is very ambitious and charismatic. The other queen has incredible analytical abilities, and all of this will also be a help for you, so you won't be fighting alone. And perhaps that's where the surprise will lie, that allies will appear, that like-minded people will come forward to help you, give you strength, and strengthen your positions, helping you to achieve victory in this competitive struggle. Well, what difficulties and challenges will you face? Let's take a look and pay attention. The Eight of Wands. I'll show you another 8 at the bottom of the deck. Wands. It's very powerful. When two identical cards come up, they seem to be shouting, pay attention to us. This is important. It will play out twice. So will you have any difficulties or challenges? No, they won't. Moreover, I'm going to show you 2 decks that are participating in the reading. Pay attention. 2 decks, and at the bottom of both decks, the Major Arcana Judgment. 2 more powerful cards that indicate changes in your life. These are very significant changes in your life. This is a renewal. It's a rebirth for you, let's say, towards victories. These are new beginnings. These are really changes that reboot your life, and it feels like you're starting a new phase. Moreover, this phase is powerful for you, leading you towards your goals and their realization. The Eight of Wands speaks about this. The Eight of Wands represents confident movement forward, especially in a situation of favorable opportunities. And since I showed you that there are 2 Eight of Wands here, it will definitely be amplified twice as much. So we can talk about the competitive struggle. Unexpectedly, envious competitors will hinder you. These so-called competitors or envious people will be a hindrance for you, and it will come as a complete surprise. They mean nothing to you. You'll be moving forward confidently. They mean nothing to you. You will be moving forward confidently. So you don't expect any difficulties or complications in the first half of 2025. Here I would even say that it's not about difficulties and challenges, but rather opportunities. When you resolve everything, you act swiftly in a space of favorable situations. This card can also indicate that you will make decisions very quickly in a changing situation. You will adapt quickly, and overall, the Eight of Wands indicates that success is awaiting you, and it's expected in a relatively short-term perspective. Now let's see what will bring you joy in the first half of 2025. And the Major Arcana Fool appears. Pay attention, the Major Arcana Fool. This is exactly about the new, about new beginnings, new plans, and the realization of your talents. And the Fool indicates that the first half of 2025, again, based on the 2 decks that I showed you, I'll show them to you once more. The Major Arcana Fool, and by the way, there's also a Fool after this one. And the 2 cards indicate that you are, in a way, rebooting your life. And the Fool, in this regard, also suggests that you will find yourself at a crossroads of opportunities. And you can do anything you want. You can start anything you want. And luck will be waiting for you everywhere. But now it's clear. When I revealed all the cards, it's clear why it's here. In terms of what will particularly stand out for you in the first half of 2025, the Queen of Swords appears. The Fool is spontaneous. It acts without much thought. Very spontaneous. A big impulse to move forward, but not much thought put into the actions. That's why you'll need to carefully calculate, write down, and analyze everything according to the Queen of Swords, so that there aren't any setbacks later on. But in any case, your new venture will bring you joy throughout the first half of 2025. What you are contemplating, what you may have been striving for a long time, what you have dreamed about, that idea that inspires you. This will all develop, it will gain the right momentum, and quite quickly. You will come out as winners. And you will rapidly move towards your goals and show significant results in your achievements. All of this will impress you, you will enjoy all of it, and it will enhance, including your financial income. And you will easily overcome your competitors and secure a strong position, whether in business or in some of your ventures. So that's the forecast we've got for you, dear Pisces, for the first half of 2025. I also invite you to check out other forecasts on the Torah of Life channel. For example, if you go to the channel itself in the playlist, you can choose and watch forecasts for 2025. For example, important highlights for 2025, or the forecast for 2025, which is called Houses, 12 Areas of Your Life. If you haven't watched it yet, check out the channel. I will be glad if this information is interesting and useful to you. That's now. Subscribe to Torah Life channel. Happy for you. Here, each of you will find your forecast for the soul. Well, your likes will help me understand how interesting you found this forecast. We'll see other tomorrow. As always, on the Torah of Life channel, forecast rides await you. With love and hope in my heart for goodness and peace. Your tarot reader, Angelica, hugging you and goodbye.